Hi everyone, I'm Jade and welcome to my sketchbook tour. I'll be showing you guys all the sketchbooks I've used during my time in college. I went for college to study game development and I focused in 2D art. So a lot of the sketchbooks has a lot of concept art studies, illustration studies, and much more. So today I want to show you guys everything I've done in these years, and there's a lot of sketchbooks, so maybe this is going to be a two-part video. So I hope you like it. So first I want to show you what I've used as materials. When I start in a sketchbook, it's mostly for studying, so it will not be like aesthetic pleasing as other sketchbook tours. I mostly use these, just a mechanical pencil, a pen, normally black, but I don't have any black pen near here, a common pencil, and a colorful pencil. So the first sketchbook is this one that is actually not really a sketchbook, like a note thing with very thin papers all glued together. I've used this in my first semester when I went for college. So when I first moved to college, I didn't have any money. All I could bring was my computer and my clothes, so I didn't bring any sketchbook in the first month. And also, the college was in the countryside, so there wasn't any place to buy any sketchbook or notebook or anything. This was the only paper that I could find in my city, and it was very cheap. So for a month and a half, I only used this. I'm gonna show you. First page, kinda rough around the edges. I was trying to do some art, thinking about our first essay in our college. Each semester we had to do an entire game from scratch, and my first semester and every semester had like a theme, and the first one was a 2D game. So me and my group decided to do like a platform game, kind of dark fantasy, and this is a goddess inspired by trees that I thought about. Those are the enemies, are ghosts with this kind of cat-shaped head, and I was also studying how to do some trees because of the background. This is the main character. We were doing a 2D animation class because I was thinking how the character was going to behave. So we gave him a little umbrella so he could protect himself. Some animation sketches. Oh, this is a storyboard. I was planning to do a cutscene for the game, so we were discussing how to do the storyboard for the cutscene. Some programming notes. This is the background I was thinking about, the background of the main character. I was probably bored and decided to draw everyone in class. So maybe until here, this is the part where I used when I didn't have nothing else, and this is the rest that I've used because I've carried this all the time with me. I was studying different types of lines to do different textures and shading. It was a book I borrowed from the library. I don't remember its name, but I will try to find it and I will link down. Some bump mapping notes. We also had to study 3D in the second semester. Still studying some lines. So at that time, we were studying some 3D stuff. I'm not sure if this is how you talk in English, but we were using the XNA framework where you have to model 3D stuff hard-coded. So I was trying to calculate how to put the textures on the models. This is my boyfriend. Those are for a game jam I did with some friends. We developed a game that you have to discover which cat has pooped in the room. It was actually a very nice game and we won that game jam, even though it's kind of silly, but I really loved doing this game. This is a study of doing a whole sketch without taking the pencil out of the paper. It's very fun actually. Some trees. Those are all studies from the same book. I've posted these studies on TikTok and for some reason people really like it. I've done this for work. I was searching, I had this task to do a lot of emojis for a software. So I was doing some notes of which emojis I had to do and how to portray what they really meant. These were some studies I was doing while studying animation. This note thing isn't really good to flip the pages, so I don't think I can show how the animation went. But I was just trying to remember the basics. I started doing here some Drawbox exercises. So those are some Drawbox exercises. I was feeling that I was putting too much pressure on my wrist, so I was trying my elbow and my shoulder, just trying using them more. My elbow and my my shoulder. I was trying to think to train a little. I was trying to. Meu Deus do céu. And I think that's it. Oh no, I was doing some Riley method studies to another video that I want to do. I've never studied the Riley method before, and the muzzle things that this structure has really helped me seeing some of the stuff that I didn't think about before. And I think it helped me more thinking about painting than drawing itself. So, yeah. So that's it. So the next sketchbook is this one that I used the most in my first year at college. I started before in 2018, and after I finished it in 2019, in the end of the year. I don't remember how I got this sketchbook. I just remember that my friend gave me this sticker that he got this at a rave. So this is some studies I've done about two OCs of mine. Back in 2018, I was really thinking about writing a comic. I still didn't write this comic. I wrote the story and I wrote some characters, but I didn't push beyond that. So maybe someday. Those are all OCs of this story as well. I was testing which type of eye would portray better in my style and all the characters' reactions. I remember I showed this spread to my teacher in the first semester of college, and I was so nervous because I didn't know what he would think. And actually he really liked it. I saw this drawing on Instagram. It's from another artist, and I was trying to study a little bit of the angles because I don't usually do these straight lines, and I really think it's really cool, and I was trying to incorporate this more in my drawing. And those are some sketches of the essay I said before about the main character of the 2D game. We had to do in the first semester. Some more sketches, and this we decided would be the final design. This is the menu I've done for my first game jam ever, and we did this game inspired by JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know if I said that right. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Jesus Christ. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We did inspired by that, and in the game is like a beat 'em up game where you have a special attack, a special feature actually that you start to pose to gain more strength. It was my first game ever, and it was very nice. I've done this with a few friends of mine. Some more concept art for another game. Some notes on the animation directions we would do for this character. I used to do a lot of pixel art animations. It's been a long time since I've done one, and I used to first pick up my sketchbooks and do some notes on how I would do the animations. I remember I did these 2 drawings in a class that I was really struggling to keep me awake. So I started drawing so I wouldn't sleep and I would try to pay more attention to the teacher. Usually I draw to pay more attention to something else. As you can see here, these moldy spots, it's because back in the day I had an incident in my house and some sketchbooks of mine got wet, and specifically this one is moldy, so I stopped using it because of the mold. This probably is my favorite spread on the sketchbook. Those are all concept arts I've done for my second semester big essay that was doing a 3D game, and we were doing a tower defense, and I was responsible for the towers and the enemies. It was very nice. I really like it. This spread is just full of notes on how I would do the Inktober in 2019. I didn't complete it. I think I went up to the 8th drawing. Inktober is very hard and very energy draining, and I admire who gets to draw till the end. But I think I have at least 8 drawings that I planned for this Inktober. The Tatami Galaxy girl. I really like Tatami Galaxy. There's a lot of empty pages because after it got wet and started to get these moldy spots, I just decided to stop using the sketchbook because it would trigger my allergies. This is one of the drawings I've done for the sketchbook, for the Inktober. I used to really use the shit out of this red ink in my drawings. I really liked the red ink in the background in contrast with the black and the white. I wonder if I could find somewhere near here to buy this ink again. I really love doing it. Don't know why, I really like this drawing so much that I didn't want to draw any hair on her, so she's forever bald. This drawing is also for the Inktober. I really like this one. This was one of my class's final essay. We had this class where we would develop some characters, and for this essay we had to pick some of the characters we would create during the semester and just make into an illustration. And I really struggled a lot back in the day with digital art, so I started doing the sketch in my sketchbook, and after I would finish it digitally. And I didn't like how the digital final product came out, but everyone in my class really loved what I've done. So I think someday I will try to recreate this one. I really like all the final vibe that I went for. I was trying to do some of the thumbnailing for this this essay, but I just gave up middle of the sketch because I really like this one. Some notes on another game jam. Oh, this one, another one for the Inktober. I really like this one. I think I should redraw this one as well. Maybe I should do a video with drawing all of this stuff in my old sketchbooks. I know some people have done this before on YouTube. I think it's a good idea. Would you watch me redrawing all this stuff? I think all these drawings, I didn't post this one, and I think it deserves a chance to get a renovation, I would say. So good. NOC. This is a friend of mine. When he went to my home, we were all together there and he was trying my clothes. And he looked really good, so I decided to draw him. Me and my boyfriend. Oh, sorry. So this one I did for the Inktober as well. I was trying to doing some tests here to see which color would suit better for these thin lines, and in the end, because I put too much force on the paper, it left this texture that is very nice to touch, and I really like this drawing as well. A frog. I think that's it. There's another drawing here that, oh, that's my friend's drawings. I have a friend that went to live abroad, and when she studied with me, she picked my sketchbook and draw us and our friends. This is me. It looks so cute. This one and this one, yes. I really like these drawings. I think this is the last one I did back in 2018. I really like this one. Two of my OCs of this comic. So what I normally do with sketchbooks back in the day is that I wouldn't like draw chronologically on the pages. I would just open a page and start drawing. So it's kind of mixed where the things are. So here it goes the second sketchbook. Those were my two sketchbooks, and I think the video is probably way too long by now. I think I still have more sketchbooks here to show you, 4 more. So I will be finishing it. Hope you like it. Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to see more of my videos. Thank you.